Breaking news. The Nigerian Senate has expressed shock at comments made by Olusegun Obasanjo. Hi guys, welcome back to Spice Channel TV. Thank you for always coming out here. If you're joining us for the first time, please kindly subscribe and don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you. The Senate has replied the former President Olusegun Obasanjo, saying that it was not involved in determining its salaries or receiving special fiscal packages from the presidency. In a statement on Sunday by the Chairman Senate Committee on Media and Public Affairs, Senator Yemi APC Ekiti South, the Senate described the allegations as an attempt to crucify the legislature by political hypocrisy. Now, Senator Yemi, who emphasized that no senator has received any financial patronage from the presidency, clarified that constituency projects often linked to the legislature were merely suggested and nominated by the senators, following practice common in other democracies nationwide. The former President Olusegun Obasanjo, who recently stated that it was immoral for the members of the National Assembly to determine their salaries and allowances. Obasanjo, who spoke on Friday when he hosted some members of the House of Representatives in Abeokuta, the capital city of Ogun State, had said that it was the duty of the Revenue Mobilization Allocation and Fiscal Commission to determine what public office holders earn, adding that in this particular case, it is immoral for the Nigerian legislators to pay themselves salaries. Responding further, they had decided to set the record straight, that the Senate stressed that it only received the salary allocated to it by the Revenue Mobilization Fiscal Allocation Commission, and it is in strict accordance with the constitutional provisions. That the Senate challenge anyone with credible evidence to present contrary facts, describing any suggestions that the National Assembly fix its salaries as satanic. The Senate further explained that the executive arm of government, through its various ministries and agencies, is responsible for awarding contracts to constituency projects. The funds allocated for these projects vary depending on the number of constituencies in each state, and the intention is to ensure that every region of Nigeria benefits from federal resources. And as the country enters what some describes as a season of political profiling, this senator has assured the public that the 10th Assembly remains a reasonable and responsive chamber, reaffirmed its commitment to holding the Nigerian economy and the growth of Nigeria, insisting that it only receives what it is constitutionally allocated to it and would not seek additional picks from other branches of the government. Wow, this is interesting, my country people. I never knew that the Senate would respond to what Obasanjo said, because Obasanjo made this statement when some group of House of Reps members came to visit him. That was when he made that statement. And I never knew the Senate would pick it up and pick this as an offense, a serious offense, where they responded to Obasanjo's comments as satanic. That it is satanic for Obasanjo to come and say that they are receiving other allowances, that they are the ones paying their salaries by themselves. But what about Godswill Akpabio? When Godswill Akpabio earlier said that he will send prayers to their mailboxes. What was Akpabio trying to say? The Senate. I'm sure that Obasanjo knows what he's saying. Yes, he does. Obasanjo surely knows what he is saying, because he was once a president. So he knows. He knows these things. So nobody should come and deny the fact that these guys are receiving allocations, they are receiving so many things from the presidency, even allowances. They know what they are doing amongst themselves, but they would never come out and admit to the public how much they earn. They wouldn't. They wouldn't do such a thing. So Obasanjo, who was a former president, is making this statement, and they are saying that Obasanjo is lying, that Obasanjo is a political hypocrite. Yes, we know that he is. Even the hands of Obasanjo is not clean, but that doesn't change the fact that these our senators, the legislators, the House of Rep members, they are feeding fats on taxpayers' money. They are feeding fat on the economy. That's why the protesters are saying that this government should scrap off the Senate. It is not needed. How can we have the Senate and have House of Representatives? We have two legislative body, the Senate and the House of Reps. We should make do of one only. If we want to use the House of Reps, fine. They should scrap off the Senate. It should go, because the Senate is comprised of retired governors, retired politicians. They've turned the Senate into a retirement home, so they should scrap it off. It will save Nigeria a whole lot of money. And imagine that money they save would be imputed into something tangible, like increasing the salaries of Nigerian workers, increasing the minimum wage of Nigerian workers. It will go a long way for the masses. It will, because I don't see anything that the senators are doing there. They are just there making laws that will benefit themselves and the president. That's it. Approve budget for the president and do all manner of things that that pleases them. So if we want to work with the the House of Reps, we should work with the House of Reps. We know that we have already the House of Reps. So all I can say is Obasanjo may not be far from the truth. Obasanjo may not be far from the truth. Yes, they may hide one or two things from Nigerians, but that doesn't mean that Obasanjo is lying. Obasanjo knows what he's saying. He knows what he's saying. He's speaking facts. He knows about the policies. He has been there before. So saying Obasanjo's comments is satanic is like, adding more fuel to the fire, because Nigerians are aware of what's happening. So there's no need to cover it up. We know what's happening. When Akpabio mistakenly said he will send prayers to your mailboxes, he covered it up. Nigerians knew what he was saying. So all these things are just cover-ups to what's actually going on in the Senate, what's actually going on in the House of Representatives. And this is the more reason why we should clamor for the reduction in cost of governance. These are one of the reasons why. Because if what Obasanjo said is true, then Nigeria is in big trouble. We are already in trouble. So that's why people are making moves that the federal government should listen to the demands of protesters and implement these policies. And you'll see how Nigeria will change. So guys, I'm not saying that Obasanjo is a saint. No, nobody is a saint. But Obasanjo may be speaking facts because he was once a president and he knows the system. Guys, I'm dropping here. Kindly share your thoughts on this in the comments section. Thank you.